The self-styled King of Kubala, who faces eviction from a camp in Scots woods, is a failed businessman, we can reveal. 36-year-old Kofi Agyemang Offeh was director of entertainment, retail, property and performing arts firms, which were struck off before he reinvented himself as leader of an African tribe. His partner, mum of 7, Jean Gashaw, who calls herself Queen Nandi, was also involved in some of the doomed enterprises. Offeh, who has proclaimed himself King Atahene, previously posed as a millionaire entrepreneur in flash suits as he claimed to mix with super rich clients. Now he wears rags and a crown of sticks while living with Gashaw and their handmaiden in a tent in Jedburgh in the Scottish borders, where he lies that he's a messiah descended from the Bible's King David. In 2021, his missus boasted that he was a property magnate with a fortune to his name. Gashaw claimed in her blog, "My husband within a year has acquired 10 properties to his name. He now runs an empire and in assets, he is now a millionaire in his own right. He gets properties that need renovation and invests thousands into them, making them look gold. Today he is a millionaire king and I can't help but give thanks." But records unearthed by the Scottish Sun reveal that Offeh's businesses failed within a few years of being set up. One was registered to a £640,000 property in London's trendy Hoxton, but in October 2020, Ganabon Offeh registered Northern Bridge Limited at a £60,000 two-bedroom flat in Merton, County Durham. Official papers say the company dealt with the management of real estate on a fee or contract basis. The firm was also linked to a modest £80,000 semi-detached pad in nearby Stockton-on-Tees, but it was dissolved in March 2023 by a compulsory strike-off. Mr. Offeh was also director of retail firm Look Gold Limited, registered in Hoxton in August 2020. Records list him as a marketer. The company was struck off in January 2022. The former opera singer was also previously listed as director of Black British Entertainment Limited, along with Gashaw from Zimbabwe. It was incorporated in April 2017 and struck off in June 2019. Companies House documents show it dealt with other business support service activities not elsewhere classified. A Facebook profile linked to the firm claimed it was the leading entertainment network for Black British unique talents in film, music, fashion and sports. The pair were also directors of London-registered Black British Excellence Limited, where Offeh was a brand consultant and Gashaw was a director. The firm, dealing in performing arts and artistic creation, was set up in January 2018 and struck off in July 2019. Offeh and Gashaw were credited with organising the Black British Entertainment Awards in 2017, but were forced to scrap the glitzy event afterwards.
Previously, you had presented yourself as a successful businessman with a number of companies down in England, which were eventually all dissolved via strike-off action. There's companies like Northern Bridge Limited, Look Gold Limited and the Black British Entertainment business, all registered to sort of varying residential addresses. Could you tell us about what happened there, what happened to all these businesses that went bust effectively?
The road to where we have come. It was a journey of discovery. The Black British Entertainment. It was a platform for the black people in the UK, where we acknowledged talent.
On her blog, Gashaw said, "After the launch, I saw him seal sponsorship deals with millionaires. The money for the awards was provided for in a way that I never thought was possible. We were literally facing homelessness, but God provided over £20,000 for us to host the first BBE Awards." She claimed in 2020 that Offeh showered her with gifts, including 2 engagement rings, one with a pink diamond costing £50,000 and the other with emeralds and a yellow diamond worth £150,000 plus 9 ounces of gold bars. Pictures published a year later showed the self-declared Queen flashing wads of £20 and £50 notes. At the time, she said it was shocking at first to have money, but it became normal to see £30,000 in cash. In another post, Gashaw said her hubby went from nothing to having 13 properties in 2 years. She added he would buy rundown properties, do them up, then he would ask me to decorate the finishing touches. He made so much money. I'm talking £20,000 a month as services apartments. In 2023, the pair were arrested on suspicion of child cruelty as they were remanded in custody but later freed. Both denied the charges, which were later dropped. Now, Offeh and Gasho claim to be leaders of the Kingdom of Kubala, a lost tribe of Hebrews. The pair say they only recognise laws of their God, Yahweh, and are reclaiming land that was stolen from their ancestors 400 years ago, and the campers have been joined by handmaiden Asnat, real name Cara Taylor, a 21-year-old mum of one who is reported missing by her family in Texas in the United States. It is understood the group receives income from subscribers to their social media accounts, which have tens of thousands of followers. The accounts also have a link for donations. The group has also been receiving food and gifts from camp visitors, as well as a local friend who we are not naming. The tribe has been locked in legal battles with a landowner and Scottish Borders Council. They were evicted from a privately owned site before setting up a new base on council land nearby. A sheriff ordered them to repay all the costs of their recent eviction, but Offeh said they don't use currency.
They've been to court and they're asking for, interdict and they're evicted from this land because they're the owners. So they've given you 2 days notice, so you'll have to seek legal advice or whatever, go to jedburgh Sheriff Court. But if they go to court and they don't defend the action, they will be looking for eviction next week.
Fresh papers asking them to leave were served by officials acting for the local authority. When asked about his failed firms, Offeh told us, all these businesses were the road to where we have come. It was a journey of discovery. We have left the world behind. The world of luxury is perishing. The world of the wilderness is what awaits everyone. It's more rewarding than cash, gold and silver. This is our destiny, Gasho added. In Kubala, our God tells us, forget ye the former things and look to the future. We do not dwell on the past. What we call success is this, the tent, the fire. In Kubala, we do not look back at the worthless paper that has the face of Elizabeth and Charles. But local Tory councillor Scott Hamilton said this is perhaps a continuation of his failed businesses, providing entertainment to the masses and trying to reach an audience to advance his opportunities. How much is this a gimmick by them, and how much do they actually believe in what they're saying? You can't take what they're saying at face value. They are maybe more switched on than would first appear.